Chat, I've realized something concerning, just a tad, just a little, that I don't think that people are preparing for Kissimmee like really they should. I've seen a lot of discussion around, oh, these cards are good. These cards I think are nice. But I haven't seen anyone actually building any decks. So we are going to rectify that today. And we are going to show you a good few decks that you could probably just bring to Kissimmee and you'll probably do well. All right. So let's just get right into it. Okay, chat. So here's kind of like the first deck that I thought of immediately after Keone structure was revealed. And we had a first look at a Blizzard Whiteout. So that card is just absolutely gross. So it's like Blizzstrix, but like more concentrated. So first we're just gonna grab it. Kind of have to at this stage. You know what I mean? 3 Snowlet, 3 Asprowl, 2 Blizzstrix. That is pretty standard. And then you got the 1 Morlith, because you kind of have to. Like, they limited the guy, but he is just so good. And then for some new cards. So, 3 Catarant, 2 Iwilly. So what Catarant does is you foretell 4, and then you send an Elestral to the Underworld. If that Elestral was an Iwilly, you can ascend it, right? And then Iwilly says you can send the top 4 cards from your deck to your Underworld, and then summon any number of 1-cost Frost or Elestrals. There are interesting applications with this, with like Firestorm Frigicub to recur your blizzards and stuff. But like, we're just using this as a mill machine because you can do this like every turn. It isn't an on-cast, it's just you can. And then one of your big hits, Big Man Cedar Soar. So then after that, we have 3 Harpoon just to search out all your 1-cost Frost guys, which there are a lot of in this deck. You've got the Snowlet, you've got the Catarant, you've got more Frost, you've got Brumalinks. You know, spoilers, but it is what it is. So now for the more Frost package, playing 3 Lycan, 1 Chimera, 1 Bat. You could probably substitute out like the Chimera for a Scorpio in the side if you want. Just to deal with like bigger guys, but like Chimera is so good. Oh my god. Like, this card is just gross on turn 1. Like, if you go Lycan, pitch, add 2, and then Chimera, summon back, you got 2 guys, and then if you have Blizzstrix in hand, it isn't even a brick. You just Siphon Ascend, and you're good to go. And then 2 Brumalinks with 1 Boreas, 1 Blizzard, 1 Whiteout. Honestly, like, this is just kind of like meta call. You know, I'm assuming that a lot of people are going to be on Dionysus. So if, like, you make the call that people aren't, you probably substitute the regular Blizzard for a second Whiteout. And now for the rest of our counter runes, 3 Shield, 3 Gorgons. I mean, what are you going to do? If Bear Bomb is, like, anywhere near as powerful as it is right now, you kind of have to. And then the one of Rise from the Ashes. Like, Blizzstrix is probably the reason why this card got banned. So, like, why not play it? And then for your Spirit deck, we're on 6, 9, 12, 13 Frost. You just need a whole lot for this deck to function. Like, and then 3 Water, 2 Thunder, 2 Wind. These ratios presuppose that you're on Tsunami in the side and Hurricane, right? So that you need the second, because 1 for Blizzstrix, 1 for Hurricane. Another theory that I've seen floating around is you just play the Catarant and the Iwilly, and then you play 3 of the Frostfall Frigicub, and you recur all your Blizzards over and over again. You use that as like a control engine. I haven't had a whole lot of time to test that, but like, you know, it seems like it might have legs if the format's slower. Okay, chat. The next deck on the list is Dionysus. So pretty much, we're just going to take advantage of Dionysus's madness with this deck. because that card reads nuts. So to get the boring stuff out of the way, we've got a 3 Galaxy, 2 Astrabbit, pretty standard. And then we've got 3 Cyprong, Champion of Dionysus. It searches Dionysus, and then when it becomes enraged, you pop a guy that's like 5 or more. So this card reads insane. And then we've got 2 Dionysus, just like to fuel that. I've never ever felt the need to play more than like 2 of a single divine. Even like way back when we had Elachik at 3, like it was still 2 Zeus, 1 Demeter. I don't expect to need a third Dionysus. And then for like Earth toolboxy stuff, we're on 3 Viserys, Rumagem, Equilinx. And then 2 Smaltuga, 2 Volcaries, Kinleo, Lavalith, Hephaestus, Torch. Because this is an Argo deck, surprisingly. And honestly, I thought it would just be fun. Like, the Dionysus package reads a lot like, the, like, other packages that you play in other decks. With, like, you know, the Fire Artifact Argo type stuff. But then also you get to play this insane back row. And then speaking of Argo, 3 Argo Thrisis, which, like, not only can you force your opponent to attack into you with, like, a big guy if you have shield, but then also, you know, like, it just lets you draw stuff. Scythe for healing, and then Necklace to make your guy really, really big, right? And then for the rest of our runes, we're on 2 Madness, Earthquake, we're on 3 Ambrosia, 2 Shield, 2 Gorgons, and an Altar. I'd play more back row, but just, like, the list is so tight. Even, like, we had a list earlier that, like, you know, had, like, you know, Sprout tier line, but then, like, we just remembered, oh, wait, we don't have Ambrosia, which is crazy to me. And then for the Spirit deck, we've got 3, 6, 9, 10 Rattless. And then 5 Fire, which is kind of like the minimum that you need to pull off the Fire Nexus stuff. Because if you go full carries, put 3 on Hephaestus, 1 for Torch, and then you normal summon the Kinleo to Nexus, you need 5. And then you can use Ambro to heal back the others if you need Lavalith. And then for the last spirits, 3 Leviathan, 2 Zaptor. Okay, so next is an Aphrodite deck. Honestly, I don't have enough time to cook the, like, base Aphrodite, you know, going after things in pairs deck. So I saw the concept of Aphros 5s floating around, so I thought that I'd cook with that a little bit. So, to get the boring stuff out of the way, we're on 3 Rabbit, 3 Galaxy. Like, you just kind of have to. And then 3 Aphoros, 3 Magnaros, 3 Aphrodite Soulmate, 2 Aphrodite. So, basically, what this package does, Magnaros searches Aphoros. It also is Aphoros. And then you special cast Aphoros. Both of them become 5s. Right? And that's kind of the whole conceit of the deck. You have, you know, 2 5s on the board turn 1. And then you're using Aphrodite to search out those cards. And then Aphrodite's Soulmate to protect your Magnaros. Because this makes all your Magnaros Aphoros as well. So then also to protect it, those cards, we have Rise from the Shadows, right? So when a Celestial is destroyed by an opponent, you can flip this and then resummon it with a Lunar from your Underworld. So then how are we getting the Lunar, you may ask? Well, we're playing 3 Werepup, Like a Void, and Full Moon. very standard lunar aggro package. If we're playing 5s, might as well play like some good aggro tools as well. And then 3 Nabi and a Doppelgator. These cards are just really good as well. And then for your kind of standard stuff, Ambro, Gorgons, Shield, 2 Tsunami. And then on to the spirits. We're on 3, 6, 9, 10 water. We have a pretty sizable amount of water. And then 3, 6 lunar, because in order to resolve both the Nabi package and the Werepup package, you need 5. And then I thought that I would just throw in 1 more. And then 4 Zaptor. Okay, so this is the last deck that I'm probably going to go over for this video. And it is the current boogeyman of the format. It is Bear Bomb. It is probably going to play mostly the same. But this deck is just so unbelievably strong that, like, you have to prepare for it, you know? And this deck even got new tools, as you'll see. So, you know, we're going to start off with Bears. Ursical, Hibernation, Den, 1 Majursa, right? Pretty standard. Cryoling, Cryovern, Narpoon, Galaxy, Eddy, Lavalith. And then the reason why I made a deck for this and not just pulling up a deck list, we're on 3 Whiteout. So, what this card essentially does is, like, let's say turn 3, right? Gorgon's Gaze on the Ursical. You white out. Protect the Ursical from the Gorgon's Gaze. It just, I feel like it does a lot more than PTA in this deck. And then also helps you get Frost Spirits in the Underworld for your Hibernation. And then your regular, you know, counter rune lineup. 2 Tsunami, 3 Shield, 3 Gorgon's Gaze, and then 3 Ambrosia. It's not innovative. It's not, you know, anything beyond the standard, but it is Bear Bomb. Now for the spirits. 3, 6, 8 Frost, 5 Fire, 5 Water, 2 Thunder. I mean, literally just taken from Bean Soldier's list from the last premiere. I mean, it's Bear Bomb. It's strong. It's going to be strong. You have to prepare for it. I'm sorry, but this is probably the best deck of the format.